Forward, be sworn.
Please take a seat, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony please spell your first and last name for the record.
It's Kristen Beard, Kristn, Beard, B-A-R-D.
Remain clear.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sergeant Beard, are you currently employed? And where are you employed? And what do you do for Pittsfield Township? And how long have you been a police officer with Pittsfield Township?
Almost 24 years.
And were you so employed and on duty on September 26th at about 1:15 in the afternoon? And what was the nature of your duties at that time?
That was road patrol.
And where were you located around that time?
Carpenter Road and Packard.
And while you were at Carpenter Road and Packard at about that time, what, if anything, happened?
I started hearing Officer Gilby radio that he was in pursuit with subjects in an armed vehicle.
And based on that information, what did you do?
Respond towards
And where did you go?
Packard Road and Platte.
And when you got to Packard Road and Platte, what did you observe?
I observed what looked like a man down the south side of the road. Black man.
When you say on the south side of the road, could you explain for the court exactly where you observed this person?
He was laying near the sidewalk from 3012 Packard Road.
And when you say, was he on the sidewalk?
On near, that's my reflection, he was down on the ground, leaning like his face.
And that being the sidewalk close to Packard Road. And so based on what you observed there, what did you do?
I got up, rendered aid, tried to stop him bleeding. I couldn't find a bullet hole initially. There was a lot of blood coming out of his mouth and his head. I didn't find a bullet hole in his left shoulder, back of his left shoulder.
And what aid did you attempt to provide?
Stopping the bleeding, putting gauze pad on, things of that nature.
And were you able to identify the person that you were providing aid to?
There was another witness there that identified them as Lamar Thomas.
And from there, what did you do?
I just turned him over to his to HVA. There was also there was a handgun near him. I made sure to secure that.
I'm gonna let me slow you down real quick. With regard to HVA, approximately how long were you on scene with Mr. Thomas before HVA arrived?
I would guess 6 to 7 minutes.
Okay. And when, upon your arrival, did you observe the handgun?
Immediately, that's the first thing I did was confiscate the handgun.
And once you confiscated the handgun, you provided aid? Okay. When you arrived on the scene, Mr. Thomas was already prone on the ground?
He was.
Okay. Did you observe him handle the firearm?
He was not, he never touched it. It was, his current medical state was, it was just next to him. I believe it's his right arm.
Okay. Was he conscious at the time?
No.
And once HVA arrived, what did you do?
I just assisted other officers who came to see the scene for bullets, potential evidence.
What did you do with the firearm that you secured?
It was placed in a bag and turned over to Officer Summer Dyer, who put that in my patrol car.
Your Honor, could I have a moment?
You may.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Cross-examination.
Thank you. Could I approach and collect the exhibits we'd introduced, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
I approach the bench.
Yes.
Sergeant Beard, is that correct? Good afternoon. My name is Neil Rockhind. We have not spoken about this case. Is that right? So I want to, if I could, I know you said you were wearing body cam that day, right? And I'd like just to approach, if I could, and have you take a look at a couple of pictures that have already been admitted, and see if you can verify for us whether this is the firearm that you collected or near Mr. Thomas. Would that be all right? I approach the witness, Your Honor.
You may.
May I approach you, sir? Thank you. I'm handing you what's already been admitted as Defendant Smith Exhibit D and E. These are screenshots from your body cam. Would you take a look at those and tell me if you can verify those?
Yes, those look like still images of my bike. And
I'm sorry?
those look like still images of the weapon I retrieved.
And when you retrieved, so exhibits D and E, that was essentially the state of the gun when you found it near Mr. Thomas, is that right?
The slide wasn't back in exhibit E. The slide was not back. There was actually one round jammed into the slide.
So just so we're clear, there was actually a round that was in the slide. Is that right? A spent casing was. And if you find a spent casing, what does that tell you? It's fired. Okay. And did you happen to look at the number of rounds that were in that magazine?
I didn't, but I believe that I did recall seeing at least one bullet left in that magazine.
At least one bullet left in that magazine. And do you know how if you know offhand, I don't know, do you know the capacity of that magazine?
I don't remember specifically. It was definitely an extended magazine, that type of gun.
Extended magazine would give one the ability to actually shoot more bullets or more rounds if they so chose. Is that right?
Correct.
When you picked it up, did you notice anything else about it? For example, did it have a switch on it that would render it
It did.
to fire automatically?
Yes.
All right. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
May.
May I approach you, sir? As a report? Yes. Thank you. Just for continuity's sake, just so we're entirely clear, the identification of the individual or the victim as Lamar Thomas, that came when?
While I was rendering aid, I asked, trying to do multiple things at the same time. So I asked if anyone knew who his name was, and a black female indicated it was Lamar Thomas.
She call him by name, or does she refer to him as by nickname?
She called him by FC.
FC.
What? Yeah.
Right. And then later you learned what FC meant.
She called him by Lamar Thomas.
Oh, and also FC. Got it. Okay. All right. I think that's all I have. Judge, thank you.
All right, thank you. No questions. All right, any redirect?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, second, thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, all right.
My possession is.
All right. How many more witnesses do the people anticipate?
One, Your Honor.
One more?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Your Honor, the people would call Detective John McDonough.
Right, do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your first and last name correct.
John, Jon, last name McDonough, McDonagh.
All right, you may inquire.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I could have just one moment, I apologize. Detective McDonough, are you currently employed?
Yes.
And what do you do there? Have you been working for Ann Arbor that entire time?
With Ann Arbor, a little bit over time.
And were you so employed as a detective on September 26th at approximately 1 p.m? And on that date and time, what if anything happened?
I was actually seated at my desk at the Ann Arbor Police Department on the 3rd floor. I had my prep radio on at that time, and I overheard Officer Gilby put out radio traffic that to the vehicle. The subjects were armed, and automatic gunfire had been fired in the area of Packard.
And based on that information, what did you do?
I grabbed my vest, and my detective sergeant and another detective and I proceeded in a DB car, lights and sirens, to that area.
And where specifically did you go in that area? Initially.
I overheard radio traffic that the suspect vehicle had crashed into the area of Packard and Lorraine. Reported by Officer Gilby over the air that a suspect was running northeast through the neighborhood. We proceeded to that area as there are 2 schools directly in that area. And based on information given posted threats, so we got to that area initially to help set up a perimeter and contain the area, potentially catch the suspect.
And were the suspects eventually caught?
Yes.
And were you involved in the apprehension of either suspect?
No, I was there when, Mr. Jones was caught, but I did not apprehend him.
Do you see Mr. Jones in court today?
Mr. Jones is to my left, he is next to the defense counsel.
And what's he wearing?
Oh, I'm sorry, green shirt, white undershirt.
And I'd ask the record reflect the in-court identification of defendant Jones.
Without objection, record shall so reflect.
Once Mr. Jones was taken into custody, and was there also another suspect?
Yes, there was. Officer Gilby had apprehended the passenger of the vehicle, Mr. Smith.
So at this point, with the suspects in custody, what did you do next?
I was assigned to the scene where the crash took place to go through evidence in the red or burgundy Malibu that had crashed out on the scene.
And describe for the court what you did in terms of going through that vehicle.
We did a search on scene of what we could clearly see. I observed that on the passenger side floorboard of that vehicle was a black Glock 17 that had a purple grip and an extended mag in it. Actually, it was Detective Allen would have made that safe, and we photographed the scene too. Also located a black with designer Gucci backpack on the floor of that same vehicle. Within that backpack, I found an ID for Mr. Jones and several parts to make an additional 4 Glocks full auto.
When you say parts to make additional Glocks full auto, can you describe for the court what you mean?
Yeah, it's an auto sear that allows the Glock, when mounted on the Glock, allows the Glock to fire in fully automatic with one pull of the trigger. So one pull of the trigger gets you continuous fire until you're out of ammo or the gun jams.
And how many firearms did you observe in that motor vehicle?
One in that vehicle.
One in that vehicle. And was that vehicle similarly modified to fire in fully automatic?
I'm sorry, was that vehicle?
I'm sorry, was that firearm that you found?
Okay, yes, it was. It had a Glock auto switch on it.
Were there any other firearms at that scene?
Yes. There was a Glock 40 10 millimeter on the passenger seat of Officer Gilby's patrol car, and there was a Glock 19X tan color that was on the driver's seat of Officer Gilby's patrol car.
That 19X.
19X, yes. Okay.
And do you know where those firearms came from?
The Glock 40 was recovered by Officer Gilby.
I'm just going to object to any hearsay there, Your Honor.
I've already heard the testimony, so it doesn't matter. I know where it came from.
I
So,
understand.
I'll sustain the objection, but it doesn't matter.
Understood.
Go ahead.
Thank you. The Glock 17, do you know what the caliber of that firearm was?
You're talking about the one on the floorboards, correct?
Yes, sir. And then you also said there was a Glock Model 40, correct?
Yes.
And what is the caliber of that firearm?
10 millimeter.
After having searched or gone through that, or actually take that back, did you find anything else in that Malibu that was connected to Mr. Jones?
As I previously said, I found his ID in a backpack.
Do you know to whom that vehicle was registered?
I don't off the top of my head.
Was there anything else in that vehicle at that time that belonged to Mr. Jones that you could tell?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. So after having searched that vehicle, what did you do next?
Photographs were taken of the scene. The scene was eventually cleared. Officer Gilby's patrol car and that vehicle were brought back to Ann Arbor PD for a further search. We were blocking the whole intersection of southbound Platte at Lorraine, right when school was getting. I believe Scarlett and Mitchell were down the street, so it was heavy traffic.
Now, you were the officer in charge for this investigation, correct? Correct. Your Honor, there are 2 videos that are of the scene itself. We do have a stipulation between counsel for the admission of those videos and further foundation. So I would ask, I will go through that at this point, but I would ask to admit them through Detective McDonough.
Judge, we've conceded foundation and waived the chain of custody and the need to actually call the business owners who I think are the actual individuals who would be able to authenticate those. We concede for exam purposes that Detective McDonough could lay the foundation, and we're going to accept that for exam purposes.
Exam purposes only.
All right, very good. Go ahead.
Thank you. Can you describe for the court the video that you or that other detectives were able to procure of the scene of the shooting itself?
There's actually two videos in particular. One is from a vape or a smoke shop in that plaza near where the barber shop's at, and the other one is from Indian supermarket that's in that area.
And
Packer Platte area, city of Ann Arbor.
now where are these two businesses located in relation to the gentleman's barber shop?
It'd be the same strip mall on the south side of Packard, east of Platte. All connected buildings.
And which one is closer?
I believe the vape shop is.
Okay. But both of those businesses had security cameras facing the parking lot, correct?
Yes.